English seems to be a crazy language, at least in its spelling and in reading. And it is, if you do not know the rules and do not understand the way sounds are made in English. In this particular case, and what I'm looking at here, these combinations here, is the sound of A in English. And these are what we call phonograms. That means a picture of a sound, and that's what it is. It's not like in English, like in Spanish, where you pronounce every letter and you only have one sound for each vowel. In English, that is not true, and this is what you need to know in order to understand how to read, write, and spell English. We have the first one, which is just the letter A by itself. But the letter A has three sounds. Okay, let's take a look at that. Here we have the three sounds of English. And let's listen to this person tell us those sounds.
A, ah. A, ah.
Okay, we have the words that will help you to remember that. The first word is mat. Mat. The second one is tail. Tail. The final one is father. Aw. Okay, hear those sounds again.
A, ah.
Okay, those are the three sounds of this one letter. And we will learn the rules that governs this. Okay? It says right here, A, U, or U, A, E, O, U. Usually say the name at the end of a syllable. Okay? When a word ends with the phonogram A, it says A. Okay? But that is the associated rule for that one. You will get this. The next one is AI. Now, without this training and what you have learned before is that you would probably say I, which would be true in Spanish. But that is only a picture of one single sound. And what is that single sound? The single sound is A. Okay, it is A. It's not I, it's A. That is the symbol, the picture of that combination, that sound that it makes. So let's take a look at that. Here we have the A here. It's the long A. Usually the long sound will be the sound of the letter in the alphabet.
A, two-letter A that may not be used at the end of English words.
Okay, you cannot use this because the simple fact is that English does not ever end in an I. It's good to know that. Okay, so we have the word up here with a sample word, which is aid. A-I-D. Aid. Now, if you knew that before, you wouldn't have to remember the word and how it sounds, because you could sound it out, because you know A-I is A. And the K is K. Okay? The D is, I'm sorry, is D. Aid. Aid. Okay? So let's go to the next one here, the A-Y. Has only one sound, okay? But it's spelled with two letters. So let's take a listen to that.
A, Two-letter A that may be used at the end of English words.
Okay, this is the sound for A. But this one we can use at the end of a word. We cannot use AI at the end. It's not how English words are spelled. But we can use AY. And the word they give us here is play. 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 Okay? So let's go to the next sound. Now, we know that we have three sounds for the English, A, for just the A sound, and this is one of the other sounds of the A, but it's two letters to make that one sound.
Ah, two-letter ah that may not be used at the end of English words.
Okay, because English words do not end in U. It's
ah, two-letter ah that may not be used at the end of English words.
And that is one of the sounds of A. Here we give the sample word author, author, author. Okay? You can see it's at the beginning of the word. It's not at the end of the syllable. So we have another one, the AW. Take a look at the AW, and it is a short A sound, and it sounds like this.
Ah, two-letter ah that may be used at the end of English words. Ah, two-letter ah that may be used at the end of English words.
Okay, and the word they give here, the sample word, is saw. Saw. Okay? And so the associated rule is three English words that do not end, which is essentially in I, U, V, or J. Remember that rule. It will never end in I, U, V, or J. Okay, that's it. We have one more, but that is a consonant. We will not go into that right now. We're going to learn these letter by letter, sound by sound, and try to understand it. Play this over a number of times until you get the sounds and can associate it with the phonogram, the picture of the sound. Okay, folks, do your work. This will help you a lot. Believe me, it will help you a lot.